As much as I have modeled my trajectory to become Uncle Jesse, the more I watch the episodes and like how they unfold at the end, I'm just like, God damn it, I'm Danny.
Oh no.
Yo, welcome to Dire Pass Level, aka the DoPLcast. We are the gaming podcast that remembers. I'm your player 1, Ray. My tokens are in, and I'm, as always, ready to rock. Player 2 is in the building. He has completed the Gilmore Girls series in its entirety. I mean, who hasn't, right? He's Team Jess, and he grew up in the woods. Say hi to TDK.
Yeah, this is true. Sometimes when you're in the woods, you just gotta binge a show because there's not a lot to do. Yeah, Ray and I have had a hot debate about what team we're on. I think it's obviously Jess. It has to be Jess.
Absolutely.
There's some contingent of people that think it's Logan.
Before we even get this started, let's bring in our player 3. He's parked in the legend parking spot in the lot as he's back to talk shop with the boys. The man, the legend. You all know him and love him. The OG, Bran Bran. How are you feeling?
Oh, man, I'm feeling like I'm all over the map with my classes. I could be a chemist, I could be a samurai, because I'm feeling like Final Fantasy Tactics, baby.
The man wears many hats.
Your intro was, you actually almost had me when you were like, oh, he's binged Gilmore Girls. I was like, you talking about me or you talking about
Yeah.
It could be any of us, actually. Yeah. You had me until you said Jess, and I was like, okay, clearly that's got to be someone else besides me.
Incorrect,
besides
Brandon.
me.
Are you
What?
a Logan guy?
Yes, absolutely, dog.
Defend yourself.
Dude, Jess is a fucking dirtbag, dude. I don't care. He's a hurt puppy. Yeah. That guy sucked. He only came back around for his own garbage, dude. Logan was there thick and thin, baby. He's there for her all the time.
No, that's not true. Okay, hold on. Everyone goes through a dirtbag period. He was a child. We're talking about like a 14-year-old kid, okay?
Yeah,
so like
all
there's
right,
that.
okay.
When it came to pushing Rory to do something that you could tell was her true calling, he's the only one that supported her. And he didn't come back around for his own stuff. He opened his own publishing company and encouraged her to write. He supports her true calling outside of just needing her to be a pretty wing woman or something, right?
What?
Like,
That's not Logan, dude. I think we need to reassess.
I know you're not talking
Logan,
about my Logan like that.
Sorry, Logan is he's the third one, right? He's the one that was
Yes,
married
number 3,
and
Logan
cheated on his
Huntsberger.
wife, and
Huntsberger,
then had a baby out of wedlock with Rory. That's the one.
Yeah. Not the guy that completely left and didn't speak to her and completely left her heartbroken. And
they were kids, man. We all make those mistakes. And Jess, he bought her basket. That was a great episode. We love that episode.
I love that episode. All the Jess episodes are actually top tier episodes. But
did you like Jess in A Year in the Life?
Yeah, he's good in that. I think that
he's great, and he's come around on who he is. He's like a respectable man. He's like pining for her, but he shows a little restraint. He actually doesn't just emotionally vomit all over her. He like sees where she's at, and he doesn't pursue, and that's exciting.
I'm not
All right,
about Netflix
DoPLgang, in the comments, 3 boyfriends, 2 choices. You're either Team Jess or you're Team Logan. I do not want to see anyone talk about Dean in the comments. You hear me?
Like, we got to figure out who's the Jess, who's the Dean, who's the Logan between the 3 of them.
Dean, Jess, and Logan are like the kill, fuck, marry. Right?
Yeah. Totally.
Whoa, dude. Whoa. I think it's almost something. Man, I'm so mad that I didn't think
you marry Logan because he's rich and you're going to have a great life or whatever. That's not why you should marry him. And you kill Dean. And then, the other one's Jess.
Yeah,
right?
okay. Sure, I'll agree with that.
The only Jess I want to be associated with, by the way, is E. Katsopoulos. My kids are actually really into Full House right now. It's the best. It's just funny because as I'm watching that show, and as much as I have modeled my trajectory to become Uncle Jesse, the more I watch the episodes and like how they unfold at the end, I'm just like, God damn it, I'm Danny.
Oh no.
Ray, that's why you have why you have the pig art hanging on your wall in the Dollar Arcade.
You're so sweet, Ray. Danny was so sweet.
Worked so hard my whole life.
You're not a clean freak at all.
I'm not a clean freak, but he's just so tender. He loves his kids.
Ray, just have mercy,
You don't want to be Uncle Joey.
You don't want to be.
No, I know. He's the dean of the Full House universe.
It's crazy. You think the Gilmore Girl creators really took inspiration from the Full House universe? Because it's really crazy how those line up.
You never know. I think we've uncovered something right here on the podcast.
Man, is this a video game podcast or is this a sitcom?
Sometimes
Miller Boyette podcast.
Yeah. Miller Boyette is a great name for a podcast, spelled B-O-Y.
Miller Boyzette.
Just so people don't get too confused, shall we jump into this episode's subject?
I mean, Brandon, one of the things that I've always talked to Ray about is like, you've always been a part of the podcast and kind of here the whole time. So we never really got to interview you and like the cool questions I would ask someone in your position, like what's it like to be a self-employed writer? That sounds like the dream, you know what I mean? And obviously
He was like, is it? Is it?
How do I turn off my mic? How do I turn off my camera? How do I turn off my camera?
I mean, I heard you going to Comic-Con. That is also like a childhood dream. But and you write, you know, obviously all kinds of great stuff, but specifically video game influence stuff, tie-in stuff, which is pretty cool, pretty big deal stuff. Just tell us about it.
Yeah, I don't think they've announced it yet, but I am doing a signing for and a panel for Dark Horse. I have been writing issues for Avatar, The Last Airbender, that universe, the Dark Horse comics. So I did a 3-issue run of the Kyoshi Warriors. That's what I'm there for. I'm doing more stuff that hasn't been announced, so I can't talk about that yet. But the Kyoshi Warriors have been announced. The 3rd issue is coming out next Wednesday. Yeah, so doing that, doing more.
What's it like writing for a comic versus writing like in prose story, you know?
Yeah, I mean, comics are a funny medium to writing. When I got asked to do comics, I was like, I don't know how to write for comics. I need to read a bunch of examples about how to do it. And there's really no uniform way. When you write in a manuscript, there's a way to write for prose, right? You very chunky paragraphs, blah, 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 right? And then when you write for a screenplay, final draft is like the uniform way to write. For comics, there isn't really one. So my favorite part about it is that it's really a casual kind of conversation with the artist. If you were the artist and I was, the illustrator, I literally, in the script, I'm like, okay, TDK, I'm kind of thinking it's like, the opening of Final Fantasy. It's a heist. It can be literally that casual of like train of thought, and it's like
Very conversational.
very conversational with the artist.
Like, hey, dude, you ever watch Full House?
Remember that one episode, man?
He's to be really cool, like Uncle Jesse. He's got that kind of Elvis swag.
Honestly, it's like that.
I love comic books. And it must have been early 2000s, and Frank Miller wrote a Superman story illustrated by Jim Lee, right? So 2 of the greats. And then at some point, I bought a special edition where you could see Frank Miller's notes to Jim Lee. You could see the script. It was exactly what you're saying. It was like Frank Miller being super vulgar about specifically how he wanted Jim Lee to draw Vicky Vale.
You also love comic video games.
Comic Zone.
Comic Zone.
Comic Zone.
That was my nod to Comic Zone.
The terrible Superman the Animated Series, N64.
64.
You love that one?
I didn't love it, but it was like, you know, when you're starved for content and you could be Superman in a video game, it was better than nothing.
Sometimes you love a game, and sometimes you just love to rent a game. You know what I mean?
That's what I was gonna say. I think we talked about it on like games you couldn't help yourself from renting, but you never bought that game.
Yeah, Superman was strictly a rental. You would never dare purchase that. But somehow it just like a moth to flame. So you'll be at Comic-Con, right, Brandon?
Doing Comic-Con, yes. I'm doing a panel with Dark Horse. I'm doing a signing for the Kyoshi Warriors. I have my own original graphic novel coming out next year. That's called The Secret of Aethria, The Adventures of I. That comes out next May, I think.
Who'd you publish that with?
That's with Top Shelf.
Amazing, dude. Congratulations.
Yeah, thank you. Not a lot has been dropped about that, but they did drop the cover and the synopsis. Did that one with Kevin Hong. He's incredible. Look him up. He has a lot of video game fan art stuff. He does a lot of Zelda, a lot of Final Fantasy. Literally in my script to him, kind of how I made that joke earlier, but I was like, it's kind of like the beginning of Final Fantasy VII. It's like that kind of like futuristic kind of That's the kind of shorthand I would use with him. And he'd be like, I got it. I know exactly.
Say
what
less.
Got it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Say less. Exactly. I really, really him and I really like
gelled well.
Because of like we can make those quick references to each other. Make, you know what I'm talking about, right? It's kind of like the end of this. But got it.
Gilmore Girls, season 3, episode 7.
Those vibes. I don't think the schedule's been announced yet, so I don't know if I'm going to get in trouble with Dark Horse.
Well, this episode will release.
Yeah.
Let's release it. Let's make sure, it comes out at an appropriate time. That's a lie. You have till Monday.
I can say that I am doing a panel. I'm with Dark Horse. It's going to be Avatar themed. I don't think I'm going to get in trouble for that.
Yeah.
That's why they're sending me. I'm doing Kyoshi Warriors. There's a panel Friday evening. Then I'm going to do a signing after that. And then I'm doing another panel Friday morning about writing for comics. I don't have the details for you. If you're dying to see me in Comic-Con, go ahead and look it up. The Dark Horse booth, I'm assuming. I don't know, guys.
Let's go with that.
Okay.
Brandon, I know you have a hard out at 9, and I don't want to get you in trouble, but if by any chance you can talk about games we're playing in 2026...
Okay, I just want to talk about Final Fantasy Tactics. This is my first dive into the game. I'm not a huge Final Fantasy guy at all. I couldn't get into 7. I couldn't even get into the remake. It was just too confusing for me. I'm like, I'm too dumb to play these games. And then I kept seeing Final Fantasy Tactics come up, and the reviews for the remake, right, came out, and they were like, this is the greatest game of all time. Not even talking about Final Fantasy. You have to play this game. And I was like, what? All right, okay. Gotta say, got its hooks in me, baby. This is not a game I'd normally pick up. A top-down strategy game is not something I would ever think to pick up.
Me neither. It got me
good.
too.
The voice acting in this one is incredible. This is like Game of Thrones style voice-over acting. I was like, whoa, okay, Ramza. I'm getting a little choked up here because of this sweet voice acting. My last plug I'll say about it is that you have to grind to get XP to like kind of like upgrade your abilities. One of the only games I can think of where the grinding is fun. I actually look forward to grinding more than I do getting into the actual story-based battle.
There is a sweet spot in games where at first you're doing it just to get the XP or you're doing it to advance, and then you're like kind of in a sweet spot of, I'm just going to keep doing this. I got my rhythm, right? I'm thinking like Spider-Man. Any Spider-Man swinging, grinding.
That's true.
You really get into that.
Shoutouts to games that hide the grind so well that you don't even know you're grinding, right? And like Spider-Man is one of those.
Spider-Man's are a great example. Those games are a great example.
Another one, Mina the Hollower, which I'll talk more about, but I just want to throw out right now because Brandon's here at the moment. That's a Brandon game, baby.
I know. I am.
Play Mina the Hollower.
I'm going to. God damn it. As soon as I don't know, beat Final Fantasy, I got to do Resident Evil, right? I'm so behind on Resident Evil.
It's a tight race between Mina the Hollower and Requiem for my game of the year so far. I finished Mina a few days ago, and man, I can't decide. All right, Bran, I don't want to keep you if you got to go, but
We'll see you at Comic-Con, dude.
I'll be in San Diego. I'm going to see you, man.
Definitely going to see Ray. TDK, you've never been?
It's been my bucket list for a long time, especially like pre-COVID. That would have been a big deal. And there was like this sweet spot where I almost, God, this is the nerdiest thing I've ever said, especially on the internet.
You say that every episode, but go ahead.
Bro, this is gonna do it. In the younger years, like there was some modeling going on, and then there was a brief moment where you were making a ton of money for cosplay modeling, right?
Sure, yeah.
So
Cloud?
I didn't do it ultimately, but I kind of wish I would have just gone and been a Power Ranger or Cyclops or something.
TDK, you would have been a great Cloud Strife, I think. I think you could have done it.
Are you kidding me? He's better than Cloud Strife.
You could have easily done that, baby.
Anyways, never been to Comic-Con. It's still on the list. I'd love to do like a Hall H, some kind of something in Hall H. I'd love to just walk the floor. Probably
That's
just
fine.
spend way too much money on all the cool, nostalgic stuff.
This will be my first time back to Comic-Con in years since my Nickelodeon days. I used to run Comic-Con for Nickelodeon, the animation studio. So I used to like organize the passes, organize the hotels, figure out like what the panel breakdowns are going to be, who's going to be there, really for the shows that I worked on. So I worked on Avatar, Korra, like all those big panels. My goal was to always get them into Hall H. I never did. I never got them into Hall H. Ballroom 20
Now
was
you're on a panel, dude. That's so poetic and cool. From running the kind of show at Nickelodeon to being like on a panel doing signings, that's very, very cool.
Yeah. I mean, I'm excited to come back. It was always a blast, a lot of hard work, but that's kind of what I always said was it was fun to walk around and to see some of these people. This is their like highlight of the year, right? Like they are like bringing the most elaborate costumes. You know, they've spent hundreds of dollars on this, poured in hours of work to do it, and they're celebrities. The people that have the most obscure but like most crafted, that's the sweet spot of like true celebrityism. Is if you can get like something obscure but like the craftsmanship is like top tier. They can't walk 5 feet without getting asked to get a picture taken, and they're like celebrities, dude.
People.
They're like absolute celebrities.
I love the galleries that like IGN will post, or Comic-Con themselves will post of all the different cosplay, and very often I'm like, man, that's better than the movie. That's the direction the movie should have gone in. Or also the mashups. The mashups are really fun. Batman meets Harley Quinn, Deadpool, weird.
It's my favorite part. My favorite part is watching the fans and interacting with them too. When I was on the network side, when I was a network exec, you're working on the show. You're never gonna really interact with people and see like how it's done. But then you go to Comic-Con and like you can talk to them and geek out with them about like, hey, I worked on this. They're happy to talk with you, and it's a blast. So I can't wait to go again. And like I said, this time to go as someone that was a writer and on the other side of things and talk to people about the Kyoshi Warriors and the comics that I wrote. It's very exciting.
You did your own XP grind and you leveled up.
Look at him go. Look at him go.
Well, Ray, I'll see you down there.
I just want to thank Bran once again for coming on here and hanging out with us. You're welcome anytime. The Legend parking space is available for you at all times. I also want to thank TDK because I've known this man 10 years and I've learned so much about Brandon during the course of these past 15 minutes.
I didn't even get a chance to plug my other books, but you know what? We'll save that for another time.
I think even Brandon was like, God damn, I'm accomplished.
Ray's like, I want to talk about rail shooters again. Anyway.
Oh, good, he's gone. Let's talk about Star Fox.
I do want to talk about Star Fox. Oh, I want to play Star Fox. Wait, real quick. I'm not getting yelled at yet. Okay. Star Fox, you guys played Star Fox?
Wait, if we have any extra time, I have some more thoughts about Gilmore Girls.
We don't have that much time.
Sorry.
Yeah,
Star Fox.
That's at least an hour and a half, TDK. You know what? I'll let you be the final vote because I'm so on the fence. I have these eShop points that can only afford me one game. I know what you're going to say, so just tell me. Devil May Cry 5 or Star Fox?
Star Fox.
Okay, I'm getting Star Fox tonight.
That was from the hip.
I don't know anyone that's played it. I need Ray to text me and be like, Brandon, you gotta buy this game. So it pushes me to buy the game.
You do know that you have to buy more than just the game if you want to play Star Fox.
What?
It's a Switch 2 exclusive.
God damn it! Are you serious? Are you serious? Wait, you're fucking...
Why do you think it looks so beautiful, dude? Yes!
Oh, dude, what?
I
guess I'm not buying this game. My strategy is I'm just going to wait for the next Switch to come out. Ray is like Smithers with Malibu Stacy with a hat. He's got a hat! Like, he's going to ban it to Switch 2. And that's when I sweep in and I buy it from Ray at a lower price.
Absolutely. You can wait till it's a greatest hits on the Nintendo Switch in like 2045.
Yeah. I mean, that's the pace I'm playing and beating games, that might be the actual thing. I still haven't beat Indiana Jones, guys. That game's kind of boring.
Hot take, listeners.
I know it's gotten great reviews. It's kind of boring.
Some of the best reviewed games just don't hit for someone personally. I experience that all the time.
God damn it. See, look, you guys got me talking 10 minutes over my allotted time. Because we're talking about video games. You know I love video games. I love video games. I love laughing with you guys.
I'm sorry, man. One last question, Brandon, and then you
okay.
can go. You've done stuff with Avatar, which is super awesome. You've done a book about Minecraft. Talk about what inspired one of your YA books and its character.
The title is Gloria Benrostro is Not My Girlfriend.
Yeah.
That's my first book. That was a YA contemporary.
Share with the people.
Anytime I write a character in a book, I always try to make the name intentional, and I usually just pick for my friends. Like, I'm just like, I need a name for this character, and the main character in this book, she's Mexican, and I literally picked the names of my friends who are Mexican. I was like, oh, one of my friends is named Gloria. I was like, ooh, I love that name. Good name. I'm using that. And Buen Roaster, I was like, I actually haven't heard that name. I don't know, right? Is it a very...
It's uncommon. I've never heard of any other Buen Rostro in my life.
I love that name, and I was like, I'm going to steal that name. And actually, it ended up being unintentionally perfect because the name translates to what? Beautiful face?
Yes.
Which is like that character's like whole thing is that like everyone thinks that she's like the most beautiful girl in school. And I was like, oh my God, this is perfect. But Buen Rostro is also...
My wife's maiden name. My wife's maiden last name.
There we go. It came around. I was waiting for the connection.
Brandon also came once during Christmas to watch Kim's mom make tamales just so he can get his hands dirty, so to speak, and learn the process so that he can describe it as eloquently as possible.
I mean, the whole thing. I was like, I really wanted a scene in the book where the two characters are high school kids. They start to like develop feelings for each other. I wanted them to have a scene where their hands touch while making food. And I was like,
I love that.
And so I was like, oh, Kim, can you help me out? And she's like, oh my God, like making tamales, masa. It's very much that. So I go, okay, can I come over to your house? Can you show me like how to make it? So when I write it, I can write this authentically. I went over to their house. It was great during Christmas. Made tamales. It was awesome.
This is available for purchase.
Yep. All my quick plugs. Gloria Bren Rostro is Not My Girlfriend. That's the contemporary YA. That's the one we were just talking about. My other book, The Crossbow of Destiny. One of my friends gave me one of the greatest compliments. He goes, I just read this and it just reads like Uncharted. I go, yes! That's exactly what I want it to be.
Hell yeah.
It's Uncharted for kids. Rip-roaring adventure through Vietnam. And then Minecraft book, Minecraft One Last Quest. That was actually an official Minecraft book. That's through Mojang. It's called One Last Quest. It's a Minecraft book. We already talked about the Avatar comics, and we already talked about my original graphic novel coming out next year. So there you go. Quick plug. Thanks, guys.
Kind of crushing it, Bran Bran. Thanks for coming through, man.
All right. Hey, TDK, let me know if you want to keep my eye out for some Comic-Con swag. If there's something that you're like, I really need one piece. I really want this thing. I always let myself have one little treat every year.
I'll let you know. I'm a big fan of like the absolute edition of comic books, like the big artist editions that are like oversized and hardcover. Okay. So like if you have a run that you love, and a lot of those are hard to find now, obviously like Batman Hush by Jim Lee, the absolute edition is gorgeous, right? Or obviously Absolute Watchmen is like one of the best things you can get. But look at those oversized omnibus absolute editions. Those are my big things. I'll send you like a couple of my dream gets.
Send me a treasure hunt. Let me see if I can find a scavenger hunt to find for you. And Ray, if I get you a pass, you got to do this with me.
Hell yeah.
Look for something for him. Let's go Christmas shopping for TDK.
That's a whole episode. Thanks, Bran Bran.
Keep those cartridges clean, boys. Later, dudes.
And there he goes, DoPLgang. The man, the myth, the legend, our boy Bran Bran. His trajectory from working at Nickelodeon. He didn't mention this, but he had a little stint at Netflix. Helped my career along. And now he's doing it big at the Comic-Con stage. heralded podcaster turned.
I think that's on his resume. I think that's like the highlight of his resume.
Yeah, it's at the top.
Yeah. He seems really proud.
Yeah.
It's pretty cool.
It was awesome to have him back. Such a great time. So proud of the dude. I'll be seeing him at Comic-Con. Who knows? Maybe you guys will see a little bit of our time there. TDK, any final thoughts or words before we say our goodbyes?
No, man. Good to see Brandon. Really impressive stuff. You know, I didn't really know all this about him when we were all hanging on the pod. And
Me neither.
I'm genuinely, I'm a little starstruck. I'm probably, dirty little secret, a bigger comic book guy than I am a video game guy. I love video games, but
Shut your mouth.
Have been in my blood since before I could read. Like it was the thing that I loved from a young age. I could nerd out with him about writing comic books and my favorite comic books. That stuff's great. So come back, Brandon. I want to talk more comic books. However, if we're doing final thoughts, guys, seriously, it's Jess. It's not even close. It's Jess.
It's Jess, guys.
We're going to put a poll, so let us know.
Let us know in the
your thoughts.
comments. Let us know by how much you think it's Jess. And we'll see you at the next episode. I'm on my way to go download Star Fox per Bran Bran's recommendation. I'll talk about it on the next record. We'll see you on the next one. Peace. Hey everybody, it's Ray here. Just wanted to thank you for tuning into the Dire Pass Level podcast. If you want to hang out and join us for the next episode, make sure to like and subscribe. That way you're notified when our next episode releases. If you really liked it, you'd do us a solid if you left us a review. Reviews are a great way to spread the word about our podcast, and the more gamers to share these stories with, the better. All right, we'll see you next week. Have a good one. There we go.